What's up, you guys?
How are you today?
How you feeling tonight, this evening? Good morning.
It's late when we're filming.
It's
a little late.
It's late. I didn't eat. I'm hungry. If you hear my belly grumbling on the camera, mind your business. Okay.
Why aren't you eating, Charlene?
Okay. Makeda, you might ask. But the producer, if you didn't know, is also somebody that I said yes to at the altar.
Oh.
And this man did not give me any food today. I told him to give me a salad.
Okay, where the salad at?
The salad is at the
spread?
store.
Ooh.
The salad is at the store.
And why wasn't it retrieved from the store?
Because they didn't have any. They didn't
have salad?
They didn't have no salad. So he came back with nothing.
What is this, like a gourmet deli or?
No, it's Ital. It's an Ital store. So with a rosters.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. How are you doing? Are you fed? Are you well fed?
I'm well fed. I had a bacon, egg, and cheese this morning.
Okay.
On croissant toast.
Okay. How much was that croissant toast?
The croissant toast, I don't even want to say it because we don't need nobody
she's
flocking to
she's
it.
Bougie.
But it's $7.99 at Whole Foods. But
plus tax.
It's yeah, but it's good though.
Okay,
it's good. It's good. I recommend it. I wouldn't eat a bacon, egg, and cheese without it.
Okay.
With avocado.
Okay.
The avocado is like a nice little extra touch, but I ate like late breakfast. It was like 3:00. But you could do that on a Saturday. Like on a Saturday, on the weekends, period, I eat late breakfast. So I had that. But I could eat again.
I could eat again too. After this, we eating. Period.
Are we?
Are
we, producer?
Are we? Driver? Don't stop at all.
Can Charlene eat?
Can I eat after this? Okay, my stomach. Let me tell y'all. Speaking of belly, you ask me how was my week?
Yes, how was your week? Let's do a week recap.
My week. It was up and down. I know I go first, but I'm gonna give you the chance to go first after me because I know you like to think about your week. But guys, I'm getting older because I needed Pepto-Bismol this weekend. Well, it's not even a weekend.
Well, earlier in the week.
Earlier in the week. See, I don't even know what day it is. It's Achilles. It just got me like every day is combined together. Like it's just week 1, week 2, week 3 up until March. Yeah, so I needed that pep. I ain't have no pep, so I had to go step to the bathroom and get my reps in on the toilet because
what was it though?
I think we had a situation in our household because some Carrot threw up first, and then I was laughing at him. I felt like it was my ego because I had cooked some good pasta. You know, and I don't be cooking like that because I'm pesca. But when I do cook, it's going to be some pasta. It's going to be some salmon. It's going to be some rice. It was going to be some plantains on side cabbage. It's very basic for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So
can't go wrong with pasta.
You can't go wrong. But it went wrong because he threw up. I woke up in the morning and he was throwing up. And I really was hurt because he's like, I'm done with pasta. I'm not eating nothing that you got no more. So I was really, I was hurt. I was like, no, you eat too fast. You eat way too fast. You need to slow down.
That's probably part of it too, though.
Yeah, I thought
part of it.
You see, I thought that was like a thing. But then it hit me the next day.
Oh, you got sick the next day?
I got sick the next day and I was throwing up and my stomach is still like, I didn't eat yesterday like a full meal period because I threw it up. But TMI, I'm doing better.
Okay, that's good.
By the grace of God. But you said you had some bloating going on today. So I'm just thinking we need a cleanse.
Look, I'm bloated from the bacon, egg, and cheese. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be bloated all these hours later.
No.
I mean, I guess
we need a detox. If you know a good green juice that's not flat tummy tea, because we know that's a lie.
You used to drink that?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say yes.
Oh, absolutely not. You know those influencer girls be lying. How you gonna get a BBL and then come back and go to the gym? False advertisement.
You know, flat tummy tea was really just your mom used to give you Centipede back in the day.
Yeah,
it's really just that.
So what it's like what does it do?
It just makes you shit. Like, okay, that's really it. I was looking into it back in the in the day, in the times, and I think the main ingredient was just senna leaf. So essentially, I think the girls was just shitting.
Okay.
And that's why. Because, you know, if you shitting for 2 days straight, like, your stomach going to be flat.
Okay, so do you think that was like a MLM company? Because I heard like you get a sponsorship, you bring people on. Am I bugging?
I don't know. Was the girls doing that with Flat Tummy Tea? I thought
Or
it was
was it
like
Herbal?
discount. Herbalife. I think that's the one. That's the one.
Herbalife.
I think with Flat Tummy Tea, they was just getting their little commission, like use my discount code and
Okay.
tell them I sent you. I think it was just that. But I think Herbalife is the one where it's like, let me help you get to your. Let me not make fun because
people making a living off of this.
Yeah.
Or so they say.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the Herbalife girls be selling to their people at their workplace.
They do. They do.
They be
definitely.
working real jobs.
They definitely do.
I actually saw a couple MLM girls with a basic music video with a Louis V across they like, oh, we're going on trips. We get a Lincoln. They give us cars, but you're paying for it. Wink, wink. Okay, don't come for me. The producer coming for me. But
what's that?
Listen,
Diamond member, what's that?
I got caught in like a MLM, but I'm gonna make you do your recap, and then we can circle back to that if I have time later.
All right, let's not forget.
Okay, we won't forget.
So my week was, I had a rough week, to be honest. I think teaching gets draining. Like, it's very draining. You deal with a lot of personalities. Like, dealing with all of the kids and their personalities and their stuff is a lot. And then it's like performing. I told you this before. Like, teaching is like acting, is performing. Like, no matter what you got going on, you got to still get in the classroom and be like, hi, good morning. How was your weekend? And it's like, I don't even want to be here. Okay. Like, it's too early.
Okay, so were you having like a mental, was it like more physical? Like, walk me through it.
For me, it was a mental thing. Like, just feeling mentally drained. And then you feel bad. I felt bad because I'm like, all right, dang, we just came off of break. How am I already drained? Like, I can't be drained after 1 week of work. And it wasn't even a full week.
Okay.
So then I took a day off in the middle of the week. I needed a day.
You needed a day?
I needed a day.
But if you're from the school, she was sick.
Mental health counts.
Does it? Because
to me
it does too. But can you just tell your job like, I'm taking a mental health day, or do you have to say, oh, I was throwing up and I was physically sick?
Technically, you don't got to give like an excuse.
Okay.
You just tell them like, I'm not gonna make it in. Here's what the subs should be doing with the kids. In my experience, honestly, like my principal, he took a mental health day one day. I remember like last year, he sent an email. He was like, oh, like my mental health is off. I'm not going to be in today. So when I seen that, I'm like, oh, mental health days is cool.
Okay.
All right. But you know how people be, not anything against him, but sometimes people be hypocritical. Yeah. Because I feel like if someone called out saying I need a mental health day, niggas would read that email and be like, man,
make it to class.
Yeah.
It ain't that serious.
But to me, it's that serious.
It is.
It is that serious. Because it just takes that one day where one student say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, and now you snapping in class. You should have just stayed your ass home.
Okay.
So I stayed my ass home that day.
Okay.
And it was all good in the beginning of the day, but at the same time, I'm like, dang, I gotta go to work tomorrow. Like, so by like 5-6 o'clock, I was kind of feeling all
yes again. The day before the day off is always the best day to me. But
I didn't know I wasn't gonna be at work. I woke up that morning like, I can't do it. Can't do it. So it's not even like I went to bed the night before knowing I'm not going to work tomorrow. It wasn't that. Like, I was fully prepared to go, but when I woke up, I was like, nah, I can't function today. On the bright side, my friend Jasmine, she put me onto this website called Donors Choose. Just like a website for teachers to like just get donations and shop for the things that they need, because there's a lot of things that you need to teach and there's no money for that. Like, no one's giving you
have 24 hours to respond.
Don't respond. I don't want no trouble.
DOE for me, I'm not a teacher. She don't want no trouble, but I want all the smoke. You got 24 hours to respond. Where are the funds? You and Joe Biden,
They give us a
no
measly
funds.
little $250.
How much?
$250
For how many
for the
months?
year. For the year, $250. They don't even give you the $250 until November, like after Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So they expect you to go shopping on your own dime in September, and then you get your $250 in November, and you just make
Did
it
you
work.
get your $250? Did that check
I got my
clear?
$250. Yeah, I got it. And the
Okay.
thing is too, then you gotta provide documentation. Like you gotta put a list. You gotta have receipts attached. Because if you cannot account for $250, they snatch it right back. They be like, "Oh, you didn't use a $250. We want it back." So it's not even like a free $250. You
Okay.
can't say, "Oh, I don't need nothing for my classroom. I'm gonna keep the $250." No, like if you don't provide your receipts, they're like, "Okay, so $250, give it back." So
Wow.
just use the $250, get some stuff.
Okay.
But you know that's not enough.
It's not.
Like
It's not enough.
I got
Make it enough. You ever seen that meme?
Make it enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They want you to stretch that. Okay.
or just go in your own pocket.
Okay.
So the website Donors Choose, you get to just you create a project, you explain what you want to do with the supplies, with the money, and then like generous people online give donations.
All right. So tell me what happened.
I created a project for a girls empowerment day, and we did this last year. They did paintings, real nice stuff. The school doesn't have an art class, so
That's weird.
it's weird. The school doesn't have any arts, so
no music, no dance.
they have music, but
Okay.
that's it. Like that's
right.
the only art type thing that they do. So when the girls did painting last year, they really liked that. So I was like, all right, let's do that again this year. But last year I spent my money. Last year I was in Michael's, I was on Amazon. I didn't keep track of it because I was like, I don't even want to think about how much money I spent.
Yes.
But I was in Michael's buying paint, buying canvas, buying brushes, buying sponges.
What was the grand total?
I don't know. I didn't
You
keep
still
track
don't
of
know?
it. I still don't know.
I think that's for your good. For you not to know, that's good. Because you
Yeah.
probably would have been like, run me my money.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I bought plastic aprons. Look, I came out of my pocket, but I was like, all right, let me try the Donors Choose. Because my friend Jasmine, she was like, I've gotten like 2-3 projects funded.
All right. Shout out to Jasmine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, let me take a little stab at it. And the project got funded. So
Fully funded.
Fully funded.
And we bless God.
yes. So that was like a highlight of
Shout
my
out to
week.
Donors Choose.
Yes. Shout out
for
to
making
the
that
donors.
happen.
Yes.
And so now your project is fully funded. You don't have to go into your pocket. And the girls are going to be empowered. We all love a women's empowerment event. So shout out to those people who did donate. You know what I mean?
And shout out to the people who are gonna be there and participate. I asked someone to join, but you know
Oh, they couldn't.
they can't. I'm talking about you.
You talking about me? Oh,
I'm talking about you.
like who couldn't join?
You with your broken foot.
I wanted to speak to the women. Don't do it. Keep them legs closed. I wanted to tell them.
No, I wanted you to do videography stuff.
Okay, and you wanted me to talk too.
Yes, talk to them about how like you work for yourself. You don't work for no one. How you had 35 jobs.
I had 35
in
jobs.
your short
McDonald's
life.
and Shake Shack. I was working
Yes.
selling crack. No, I was not selling crack. But if that was a job on the market, baby, listen, I would have been. No,
You wouldn't have survived as
I would have not. I would not have. But I had so many jobs. I might as well had been.
Yeah.
Because God would have turned it around for His glory. But no. I would have told them like the real deal. I'm sad. I'm gonna be at the next one. Hopefully, I'm going to therapy, picking up marbles with my tippy toesies.
Come on.
I'm gonna be at the next one.
The next one's in March. You got
I'm gonna be there.
February. Dang, that's right there.
That's right there.
That's right there.
All right, we gotta pray for that one. Hopefully,
Carrot, you gotta drive her something. Make it work.
make it work. He looking at me like, absolutely not. This man been pushing me around for damn near 3 months. He's like, every time I want to wheel you around, it's just like, yeah. He just want to take me to and fro wherever I needs to go in and come back home. But hopefully, this will get me pumping back into my
Hopefully
zone.
You're just walking.
Yeah. And I would love to speak to women and help out. That's kind of like my mission in life, to help the young girls out. Actually, when I was a child, I had this whole dream. Not dream, but like a goal, I would say, of like renting like a pink limo or a Lamborghini.
Aw.
Don't
doing
laugh
what?
at me. I wanted to take the girls around, like show like, hey, I'm from Brownsville. I want to pick you girls up. I want to give you a nice spa day. Mind
What
you, I'm
girls?
5. I don't know.
Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna get me a pink car, and me and all the girls are gonna go get our nails done.
That's
But I still
cute.
have that. Like, I still
still
feel that,
can.
and I want to. So this could be a start. You
You
know,
don't even be driving though.
I
mean, you
don't.
can get a driver.
I'm a passenger princess. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be in the back with the girls.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, what you
exactly.
want? Apple cider, girl. All right, we gonna get it in. Okay, so this might be a good start for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate you saying my name in the room. You know.
Yes,
Like
yes,
giving
yes.
me the opportunity to even like say yes or no, or like
Mm-hmm.
you have a friend and I'm doing services, so I like it. I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for your event.
Thank you, friend.
And hopefully,
well, it's not my event. I kind of got like sucked into it. They was like,
but to me, it
come-
feels like your event. Whose event is it at this point?
it's the principal's event.
Who? The principal?
Yeah,
Like the main principal?
yeah. And then he got the assistant principal on it, and then she came to me. She was like, I heard you was the person. You do one painting activity, and now you the go-to.
And now you the go.
So-
Well, girl, you got to walk in your calling. It looks like, it looks like they respect you. They can probably. Okay.
No, them people
The
was sucking for
girls.
you. Oh, the girls. Okay.
The girls love you, right?
Okay, yes, the girls.
The girls love you, and
girls.
sometimes you have to look past those personalities in the staff members and do it for the kids.
Yes, I love doing things for the kids. It be the adults for me.
Okay.
But let me stop talking about the people at my
Yeah,
job.
because if they find this, listen, no OT for you. All right, so as you guys know, we go into this little segment called TikTok feed, right? And so we find a video on TikTok that we sent to each other throughout the week, and we like get the main squeeze that resonated in our hearts, and we share it with you guys. So we came across this TikTok. Makeda's gonna pull it up on her iPhone 13. 14?
13. Why they had to know all that? Like,
Okay, I'm just letting them know that you up and it's not stuck.
it's not
or
the
whatever
latest
that-
iPhone.
but it is an iPhone. And
Why you talking like you don't got an iPhone?
Okay,
You got an iPhone too, friend.
I know. Capable of committing murder. Capable. All right. Okay, so in this TikTok, it was basically a young woman talking about the one type of person that she dislikes, and she went on a rant talking about the person that she dislikes the most is the person that is friends with everybody. I said it correct. So like they're friends with everybody, and she was saying how they have to have multiple personalities. They have to give fake compliments, which leads me to people pleasing, our main topic for today. Like, how do you feel about people who are friends with everyone, or like really close with someone? Because I'm gonna give you my thoughts, but I'm just giving them the layers to the topic. So how do you feel about people who are friends with everyone, and how have you ever been a people pleaser, and what are some things that you would change in yourself so that you're not people pleasing? Or when did it start? Like, we're gonna go through all of that. So these are questions that I have for you, but let's start with your thoughts on the video first.
Okay, so as far as thoughts on the video, don't forget that she also said these people are trying to be liked.
Yes.
So
by
not
everyone.
even just they got friends and everybody's friends with them. These are people who are like actively trying to be liked by everyone. So, okay, I agree with her in the sense that it's not a good thing to be liked by everyone and to have everybody be your friend. I don't know if I would say that's like the most dangerous person or the most untrustworthy. I mean, nah, actually you're very untrustworthy.
Yeah, okay.
If
Why
you're
do you
friends
say
with
that?
everybody? Because I agree with her. Like, if you're really being yourself, you can't be everybody's cup of tea. Like, there's somebody who's not gonna like the way that you talk.
Yeah.
They're gonna disagree with a lot of your points of view. People who aren't gonna have like the same morals as you do. So when, as an objective person, you looking at them, if you look at them and you like, dang, like they really rock with
Everybody.
Like everyone. The first person I thought of was Lala Anthony.
Okay,
and
why do you say that?
Obviously, we don't know her. If she's
You don't
a
know
celebrity.
her. Okay, but what characteristics does Miss Lala have that you kind of...
Lala's known for being like everybody's best friend. She's best friends with Vanessa Bryant. She's best friends with Ciara. She's best friends with Kim Kardashian. She's best friends with Kelly Rowland. Okay. She's friends with all of the industry girls. And it's like, all right, now when I think, like, when the girl was talking, I'm like, it just reminds me of Lala, because how is Lala friends with all of the girls in the industry?
Okay,
like, I know they be talking about each other. Like, the other girls probably don't like each other, be talking, like, gossiping. So how was Lala everybody's best friend?
Okay.
Like, it's weird. So when you apply it to real life and you see that person who is just friends with everyone, for one, I think you fake, because people are talking about people. People are talking about people. Like, how you best friends with me and this girl don't like me, and you best friends with her too.
There you have it.
Like, it's weird.
Let's just stop the podcast right here, because we can wrap it up. You said everything that that needed to be said.
It's
but continue.
Fake. It's mad fake. Cause not even, all right, maybe you're not best friends with me and best friends with her, but if you best friends with me and I don't like her and she don't like me, what do y'all talk about?
What do y'all talk
about?
What is the conversation looking like? What is the root? You have to think, and you can't help but think that you came up in the conversation at least once. And when you don't come report back to me, and not saying that I want you to gossip, but there's what is really happening here.
Yeah.
It's like, and even in the sense of like not being a best friend or friendship, just that person that wants to be everybody's favorite, kind of like a teacher's pet kind of thing,
like a pick me.
Yeah,
like in a friendship way.
Yeah. And I think this is what it reminds me of, in a sense, and maybe I could compare it to one of my 35 jobs that I had. But I remember I was working at like CVS, and there was this guy. Me and him was cool. We were on the same level. And I'm just thinking about it not in a girl and girl type of friendship, but in a girl and boy, just personality traits. So we were extremely cool. But what killed me was when he got a position like 3 weeks later, because we started at basically the same time. He got a position to be like a supervisor, and then he all of a sudden started switching up because he wanted to be liked by like the manager. So I think those people are very untrustworthy, because I didn't come with my name tag one day and he's like, "Oh, where's your name tag?" And I'm like, "Hold on, bro. We started at the same time, brother. Like, what you mean where's my name tag? Jason, where is my name tag? What are you talking about?"
But all right, let me ask you this.
Okay.
What if Jason was just doing his, like, what if he was just doing his job by the books? Like,
all right,
you got to wear a name tag. Where's the name tag, Charlene?
It was over the top for me.
Because what you thought, you was going to get special treatment?
No.
Was you one of the ones who was like, me and Jason was friends?
Very valid
So Jason
question.
going to let me pass without the...
Listen, his name tag didn't even get the printer on it yet. He still had the team member printed on it. So I was lost. I said, "Brother, they didn't even put your stuff on the name tag. But you trying to tell me, where's my name tag? Your name tag, your name." I was like, "Listen, you are a pick me, and I want nothing to do with you," because we was cool. You know what I'm saying? We were cool. All right. And so I'm just thinking about it in that aspect too, because for me, wherever I am, I try to be the same person. Okay. And that's why I accept that I will not be everybody's cup of tea. I'm not going to be liked by everybody, and I'm cool with it. I've come to a place in life where it's like, if I'm for you, I'm for you. And if I'm not, and it don't even have to be beef. We could just be associates.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like a whole, "Oh, I'm going to tear you down to the ground because we're arch enemies." Some people personalities just don't mix.
Yeah.
If I come from a certain place and you come from a certain background, it just might not mix based on what you are into and what I'm into. So I'm okay with that. I just don't like the idea of someone being in everybody's face.
Yeah.
It just, how?
Mad thirsty.
You thirsty.
Yeah.
It's like, and you're trying so hard to be liked by someone, which brings up a question. Is this people pleasing to you? Or do you feel like it's a root issue? Or do you feel like it's a childhood issue? Have you ever been in a position where you wanted to be picked? Like, let's answer those questions. Let's see.
I do think it might stem from childhood.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of our issues stem from childhood.
Most of them.
Like, I feel like not everything, but a lot of
everything. To be honest with
it
you.
might be everything. It might be everything.
everything.
I do think people pleasing is a little bit different though.
Okay.
Because I can say that I am a recovering people pleaser, but at the same time, I don't care if people don't like me. Like, I was never the person that was trying to be liked. But I'll say I'm a people pleaser in the sense that, like, I don't want to disappoint people.
Okay.
For example, let's say you was like, Makeda, come to my house and I don't know, help me clean up. Yeah. Okay. Help me wash my hair and help me clean up. My foot is broken, help me clean up. So I might know that I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that. But at the same time, like, you my friend, and I don't want to disappoint you. I don't want you to be mad. Okay. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to come. So that's kind of how I am as a people pleaser. So, like, I don't want people to be disappointed. I don't want to make people feel bad. And even if it leads to me being uncomfortable, I might still do something so that someone else doesn't feel bad. Which it's terrible. Like, it's really a bad trait. Because now I'm doing something I don't really want to do. I'm uncomfortable. I'm
stressed out.
I'm stressed.
Trying to find cab fare and whatever have you.
I'm trying to find the energy when I just don't want you to feel bad.
So did you really want to do this podcast?
Yes.
Ask. Okay.
Yes, I wouldn't have. No, I wouldn't have been here.
I'm just making sure. Because I got to ask, like, we've been trying to set up for a little minute. Had some difficulties.
Nah.
I'm just making sure, anytime you want out, don't say nothing.
No.
Okay.
And look, like I said, I'm recovering.
You're
recovering. So I'm
recovering.
learning to say no. Or I'm learning to say,
at least to me,
another time.
You do
or
say
another
it.
day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and maybe you got to give a little explanation with the no, and sometimes you just don't got to explain.
No is a full sentence.
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes it's kind of like with the calling out, like, I'm not coming today. Period.
And the story.
It's not a family emergency. It's not
my grandmother that I never met.
Yeah, it's not that. It's
she ain't sick.
Can't come. Can't make it. So I'm working on that.
Okay.
But I do. So back to the TikTok. I don't think people pleasing and trying to be liked is always connected. I think it might be for some people, but for me, I am a recovering people pleaser. And on the flip side, I don't care who don't like me.
Okay. See, I don't want to say I've ever, because at some point I feel like I was trying to fit in with people. But I don't think I was like ever one to be somebody's favorite in the first place.
Okay.
I don't feel like somebody will pick me out in a crowd and be like, you're a star. I like you. And that's just me being like sometimes brutally honest. Because I think sometimes the reason why you can't be liked, or you realize you won't be liked by everyone, because you be too honest for your own good. And so I used to tell people the truth, even though it kind of hurt. And maybe my delivery could be better, which I'm working on, but I don't think I ever was in a position now that I can remember, to kind of fit in.
Okay.
I was also always kind of isolated from groups and settings, and always finding my own path.
Okay.
Which is what led me to believe that people don't like me like that. Unless, I don't want to say people. Some people will not like me, because I was always like headstrong. I remember I was in college, and there was this girl. She was real cool. We was cool. I wouldn't say we was friends. We was cool. But I realized she started to follow me. Like.
What you mean?
Like even the way I was talking, because I'm from
she was
Brooklyn.
trying to be you.
Yeah, so she was trying to be me. So I was like, okay, like maybe she has this trait of like trying to please or fit in with me. But I was like getting uncomfortable because although I am this way, I do not want people to follow me in that sense. Like, you don't have to take my whole personality, you know?
Didn't you tell me just a couple of days ago that you have a manipulation tactic?
I do.
Where you...
All right, don't put me on blast. Don't put me on blast.
What if that was her thing?
What do you mean?
What if, because you said, for the people who don't know what we're talking about,
them.
Charlene said that she learned, what was it? Like, you learned that a way to get people to feel comfortable and open up,
yes.
is by mimicking their behaviors. What if homegirl from college...
I wasn't opening up to her, though.
Okay.
So she was just being a mimicky.
Okay.
And a pick-me at that. So I won't put her on blast because we do follow each other on TikTok. I won't put her on blast because it's no beef. It's just a personality. I hope she has... Oh, y'all heard my stomach?
Nah, I didn't hear it.
Tornado down there. Yeah, but I think she was like trying to follow me, and I don't like that stuff. I like people that have their own individuality, and I do know of a young lady who is friends with everyone, and that's why I'm no longer her friend. So I will say that I'm not trying to portray myself as somebody to be perfect. If I could remember a time where I was like trying to be a pick me or a people pleaser, I will gladly tell you guys. But I don't like being friends with people who are constantly at the foot and the heels of someone to gain status or to gain some respect, because that means you'll turn on me in any second. And we can't have that, especially not in 2023. We too grown. You know, if I was 16, yeah, turn on me a little bit. I need some spice in my life. Now listen, the petty in me, since the frontal lobe has fully developed, look it up. It's on Google. Okay. 1 year in. The petty in me, she's laid to rest. She's right here and she's taking a nap. You see her? Yes. In my heart, she is asleep. Even if she wanted to get up, she cannot get up because she is asleep. She don't have the time. I would be thinking of a post in my head and the Holy Spirit would calm me down like, girl, don't even take it there. I'd be like, oh, this is a good post to share because people have been... And I'll be like, I ain't even going to share it. Like, you know who you are and you know what you did and what you did not do and X, Y, Z. But I feel like for me, I think when it comes from like your childhood, you really have to address it because you will live your life uncomfortable trying to make people comfortable. You will live your life just walking and being available. Availability is a trick. You should not be available.
Yeah.
You should say no more than you say yes. Like, that is some advice I'll give to you. I think you should say no.
Okay.
Because as an adult, you have to have...
You should say yes.
You should say yes? I don't think so. I think I'm going to tell you no. Depending on where you are in your life. I mean, if you...
That's bad.
No, you should say... If you are physically unable to say yes... Do not say yes. I think
if you're physically unable to
or
say
mentally,
yes,
like if you cannot say yes, don't say yes. Like if you're mentally unable to say yes, do not say yes. Say no. Say no, I can't. I cannot do it. I won't be able to.
Some people just don't handle no well. Some people
but
take
it's not
no
your responsibility.
So I know,
you
and
know?
That's something that I've been learning.
Say no. Like even with jobs, I think the biggest thing that I've learned is to say I cannot work outside this contract. Wink, wink. I cannot work outside these hours. I cannot, because capitalism is very much real. They want you to work you tooth and nail.
Yeah.
You know, with the hem over your back. Work, work, work. Then you go home, you fried. You got to say no to people, because when you wake up and you 65, I should have lived my life. I was a young girl. That ain't gonna be my story. I'm gonna say I said no to a lot of people, and I say yes to the people who show up for me and the people who are willing and able and ready to be in my corner. Say no. What did you learn?
Say no.
What did you learn?
Say no.
What did you learn?
Say
I'm
no.
just kidding. Okay. Garrett is like, okay. All right, sorry. What did you learn? Say no.
Say yes and stipulation.
But you know, I think
No. You should say no.
I think
As an entrepreneur, you can say yes, but out of the different conversation, I'll tell you later.
Oh, like yes, but.
Yes, and.
Yes, and.
I would like to have this in order to do.
Okay. I'm talking about personally in my personal life.
Sorry. Continue.
I'm unavailable. All right, go ahead.
Y'all throwing me around. You know what I was about to
Sorry.
say. I was gonna say. That's why I think it's important to manage, like, just have good people in your life, like have solid people. And that's why, like, I feel like when you have solid people, your yes feels okay.
It feels good.
Like,
You don't have to feel hostile.
yeah, like and even the no feels okay too. Even the no is more comfortable when you got like solid, good, genuine people, because they know you and they understand your situation.
Amen to
So
that.
I know if I said no to you, you wouldn't take it personal, because like, you know, I'd be busy, or you
And
know,
you
I'd be
show
tired.
up for me a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So the one time you don't, what I'm gonna do? Say, oh, she don't really rock with me. Like, oh, she a teacher. She doing stuff.
Yeah.
Even if she not doing stuff, she has the right to say no.
Yeah.
And you don't own anybody. Think about it. Like, people are literally lending you their time, and you have to know what to do within that time frame. So,
And not to abuse it too
Yeah,
sometimes, because some people would always need
Listen.
something, always need a favor, always just
walking around like being a pick me, and we don't stand for that. So I want to know what your thoughts are. You in the comments, tell me, like, what are your thoughts? Are we being dramatic? Are we saying no, you can be friends with someone who is friends with everyone? I remember I posted this in my story I posted this in my story like a couple years ago, and I was asking somebody, like, if you have a friend and you don't tell them, like, you're in a relationship or something good happens to you, like, is that really your friend?
no.
Okay. And then
What? How you got a friend and they don't even know that you in a? That's crazy. Maybe not every accomplishment, but how you in a relationship and your friend don't know?
Okay. So do you feel like maybe you're feeling a little reticent because, are you mad because I'm using the vocabulary app? Yes, reticent. That is
I
new
don't even
word.
know what that means.
Okay, a little hesitant.
Okay,
All right,
Just say
vocabulary app. Download it. Sponsor us.
just say that. Next time.
Okay, sorry. You're the English teacher.
I hate people say
Okay,
that.
I'm sorry.
Like,
We've
I
been
don't
telling
know
her that
everything.
all day today. Like, can you do this for us? You're the English teacher. Can you do this? You an English teacher. All right, we're going to stop because you really going to punch us in
I'ma
the face.
snap one day.
I am just Makeda wrong. Okay, you going to clear us one day. Quit your job. All right, I'm sorry. We messing with your mental health. I'm so sorry.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, all right.
But reticent.
Yes, I feel
Who's
like
reticent of what?
Like, okay. Like, maybe you're feeling reticent or reserved, all right? And you don't want to share with this person or people because they are friends with everyone. So I feel like,
Oh yeah,
that
at the
can.
very least, I can't be friends with someone like that because I feel like you're telling people my business. So at the very least, all the extra critical thinking and I'ma just feel like you telling your other friends what I
Yeah,
told you. And I can't.
it can't work. You can't get jiggy and you can't get down with that. So what advice do you have for people who, because, all right, I have a rebuttal for that. What if this person, I'm gonna put myself in the person who wants to be friends with everyone. What if they say, oh no, because there's one thing she mentioned, they have different personalities. What if they're like, oh no, I can manage being this person's best friend? And what do you think? Like, are we being dramatic? Do you think there are people out there that can manage having like 5, let's do 5 different best friends?
No, I think 5 is okay.
Best friends. All right, let's.
I mean, look, I think so. Cause you meet different people in different places along the way. So like you might have, I don't know, you might still have like an elementary school friend, a neighborhood friend, a college friend, a work best friend you made, and then just, I don't know.
Okay. I mean, all right. So there are possibilities. How do you feel like this translates in a relationship? Like, say your partner is a people pleaser or a person that wants to be liked by everyone. I don't know about y'all. I like my dude a little mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Not
that I want a
mean.
mean dude, but
my
a people pleasing man. I don't know, because
What does that look like? What do you think that looks like?
I don't even know what that looks like. Because I mean, I've never been with a man who's just saying yes, yes, yes. I mean,
They be saying yes to their mother. People
That's
pleasing their
another
mother. That's another conversation
That's
for another day.
episode.
We
That's
gotta
another
free the men
episode.
out here because y'all mothers have y'all in a chokehold and y'all won't tell and y'all won't set y'all mothers straight.
That's a whole
that's a
nother
whole
episode, friend.
nother conversation. These mothers, let my people go. Let your sons go.
the
Free them in the name of Jesus. All right, because that topic just got me hot and bothered.
I'm triggered now. Like I have
I'm
things to say. That's why we gotta save that for another episode.
We should talk about it in the next episode.
Okay.
We got to free.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. These people pleasing, man. Oh, my mother. My mother
It's not
got to
even
sit
people
in the
pleasing.
front.
It's just mama's boys.
Mama, okay.
That's a whole separate category, a
All
whole
right.
separate name. You're not a people pleaser. You a mama's boy.
You a mama's boy.
You a mama's
and your
boy.
mama ain't do right by you.
Yeah, a grown mama's boy. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Lord have mercy.
It's cute when a little boy is like obsessed with his mom. It's cute. A grown mama's boy to date a mama's boy.
Oh, Jesus. Free them from the shackles. Martin is turning over like, let my people go, please. Or was that Moses?
Wait, yeah, I don't
who
think
was
Martin
that?
said that. Did he say that?
He said what? We should judge. I don't know what Martin said, but he said something. And I think it had something to let the people go. Or was that Moses? I don't know, but somebody
Someone old.
Somebody old and somebody
Someone
black
a long time ago.
said it. Somebody from the ancient.
Yeah.
Okay. You got me weak. All right, we're gonna talk about that. But how do you feel like that plays out in like a relationship? Have you ever? You say you never experienced it, but have you seen like anybody in your vicinity, like people being a people pleaser while they're in a relationship?
I don't think I've ever witnessed that. I feel like if anybody know how to say no, it's a man, except to his mom.
There we go.
But I feel like men do good with saying no. But I feel like it's just, patriarchy, misogyny.
Okay.
Because nobody knocks a man for saying no. Like,
Yeah, it's like, oh, we respect it.
yeah.
When a woman say no, it's like, oh, you guys should, be in the kitchen cooking. You don't have you don't have feelings. Everything you're saying, if I'm taking care of you, you have no right to do X, Y, and Z. So I get it. I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where I was like a people pleaser, even to that person.
Okay.
That's another conversation. Do you feel like some people do that in their relationship? So like they say yes all the time. My man said this. Yes. They have no opinion. They are in their man's skin, or vice versa. My woman said this. I can't. No.
I get what you're saying. I feel like that's a different name.
But
like
you feel
I
like
wouldn't
it's
even call that a people pleaser.
Uh-huh.
Now that's the I don't know what you call that girl, but that's the my man girl.
Oh, the my man.
Like,
okay, my
and
man.
we just be saying that like she's a my man. Like
my man. Said
everything
that.
is my man.
My man.
Honestly, those girls are a little annoying.
They
They're
are
a little annoying. Like I mean,
get a grip.
yeah,
get
they're
a personality.
A little annoying.
Their whole personality
it's
is their
having
man.
a man. Yeah.
Oh, my man. Oh, babe, let's do this TikTok. Renegade.
They like, oh, I do everything, and
Baby,
and
get
not
me
to
tight.
not to mix that up with like the girls who like to hang out with their man all the time, the ones who like their man is their best friend. Like that's not what we talking about. Is that what you talking about?
No,
that's not what we talking about. It's
a
just
a
like,
good relationship, a healthy relationship. You're gonna see a man. We get that.
But like it's just like you said, like the whole personality is like I have a man and my man said this, and it's just like that's not true because my man said, and it's just like who is he?
Okay,
like,
yeah. All right. So have you ever been? Because I have. See, I won't admit to like being a people pleaser. I'm sure I in spaces I have, been, kissing somebody little booty or something. So I wanted to ask you if there was ever a time where you were in a relationship and you kind of dropped your friends for a man. So in a sense where you were just trying to please the man or like be that rock for the man. So it's like you drop off your friends, not in a way like intentionally. It could be intentional, unintentional. Just let me know.
no, actually.
She said no, actually. The producer said she's better than that, and she said no, actually. No,
Actually, I'm not.
speak your truth. Speak it.
I had my high school boyfriend, who's now a childhood friend.
Okay, don't shake your
Childhood
leg.
friends. My high school boyfriend.
Okay.
I had Are we saying names?
You don't have to say his name.
I'm gonna say no, not his name.
Okay.
So I told you about the story about me and. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna tell you.
Okay.
Look, yes, my answer is yes.
Okay.
We'll talk about this.
No,
off camera.
you got to tell the people. You don't have to say names. Let's use fake names just to protect the identity of these people in case it was like really.
You could say I was with croissant.
So yes, so I was with my high school boyfriend, and I had a guy friend for a long time, and he liked me, but it never went anywhere.
Okay.
Like, and he knew that I wasn't interested in him like that. He just had like this long standing crush. So my boyfriend at the time was like, I don't want you to be friends with him no more. And I was just like, no, like we have been good friends for a long time. Like I can't just not be his friend. Like, and he was just like, it's me or him. And I was like, son gave me an ultimatum.
Okay.
So I just went ghost on my friend. Like I just went ghost on my friend, and I ghosted him for a good like 4 months.
So when you mean ghost, I want you to go a little deeper. Does that mean like you were not responding? Literally he was texting you and you did not respond?
And I did not respond. Like he didn't know what was going on. Like he would text me like regular, and I just never responded. So then he started calling, because naturally, you texting your friend, you don't hear from them. You like, all right, let me call him. I wasn't answering the phone.
Wow.
I wasn't answering the phone. I wasn't answering no text. Like I really just ghosted my guy friend. And then when we broke up, like just maybe like 5-6 months after that. So now I'm like, dang, I dead ghosted my friend, and I'm not even with this nigga no more. So he called me one time, and I just answered, and he was like, Makeda, where you been?
Oh my God, I'm about to cry.
He was like, where you been?
What a tragedy.
And I was just like, oh, I made up a real dumb excuse.
Please tell us the excuse.
I was like, yo, I got a new phone. I lost your you know how people be. I pulled the new phone, lost your number excuse. So I was like, yeah, I got a new phone, lost your number. I didn't even know this was you. And he was like, so why you just wasn't writing back or picking up? And I was like, cause I have some other dude I was talking to before, like he be bothering me, harassing me. So I just wasn't responding to like anybody unknown. Like
you lied.
Yeah. So I just made something up. And
okay.
he was just like, oh, okay. Like he took it. He took it and
what? Okay. Yeah, because what are you saying with your side comments?
Mumbling.
All right, mumbling. Yeah.
On brand.
Okay, on brand.
So he took it. He took it, and we became friends again. It was a little short-lived, and then another time, also in high school. All this is in high school. In high school, same boyfriend. I kind of like ditched like the group of friends I was hanging with. Rightfully so though, because they was. Yeah,
you told me they was a little fake and phony.
They was kind of fake and haterish.
Okay.
So
maybe colorist too.
No, they weren't. They weren't Spanish. They were black girls.
They were okay, but you said they were like high color.
Like we was all the same complexion.
Oh, so why did y'all call each other the lights?
I told you at the time. Listen, that's another conversation too. Because what is light skin in the black community? I back in the day, like I would have called myself light skin. So
and then now it's changing. It's ever changing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, and I feel like it depends on your season and things of that nature. We can't deny the colorism that exists. It just depends on what group you're in. But we're not talking about that right now. Yeah. We're talking about my stomach. Yeah,
let's wrap this up.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
We could eat. So yes, I ditched my friends, but they was hating friends.
Okay.
So yes, my boyfriend at the time was like, those friends is not your friends. And I realized that, and
you cut him off.
Yeah.
And I do feel like that's not really people pleasing, but it's like, what do you feel that lies under?
Just,
is it person pleasing because that's one person? Because technically, if he would have said something else, I feel like you would have done it. Because at this point, you value this relationship, which is what people pleasing is. Like, you value this person so much, or you want to be in good graces with people, so you don't step on any toes. So even if this relationship or friendship is something that you really want, like, hey, my man said, so I'm going to cut them off. So
I mean,
person
technically,
pleasing?
it only happened. It's not like he told me to stop talking to my girlfriends. I was just like, yeah, they fake. The only person was the guy friend, and I don't know. Like, are you picking your friend over your boyfriend or your?
I feel like, I mean, you are young, but in present day, as a grown woman, you should not have to choose.
I wouldn't. Yeah, this day I wouldn't have done that.
I don't believe you would have done it, and that's where growth comes in. Because at some point, for me too, I was like that girl that was like, "Oh yeah, my dude said this. Yeah, I'm out of here. My man said to leave church. I'm out of here. Bye. I'm
Leave
gone."
church?
Or like, he picking me up. Bye. You know,
that's the ride. I'd leave too.
oh, but I mean, is like at the cost of what? You know, at the cost of like you, because then when you have to come back and apologize to your friend because you just didn't get caught because your little friend was a little slow. Okay, he didn't ask the right questions. I'm just kidding. I know. I'm just playing. I know who you're talking about too.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't violate. But when you have to come back and apologize, it's the most like humbling experience. So I don't think I would ever do that again. Like, cut off my friends in order for me to be in a relationship, because you do need friends outside your relationship. Like, you cannot be sitting here, oh, my man, my girl, we're just in our little bubble.
And God forbid, like, that man cheat on you.
Okay.
It don't work out. You be stuck.
You're stuck.
A mess.
You're on the knees. You're a Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Charles.
He's literally
I
your only
wanted
person.
kids, Charles. Yeah, like you're gonna be done. So I feel like you need to have a healthy balance, and you need to not, even if you're not people pleasing, evaluate yourself if you're person pleasing. If it's one person in your life that you're just saying yes, 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 and you actually need to just say, hey, let's have some boundaries here. I can't do this today. Even if you my man, like, give me 2 hours and I got you. I like one thing. I have this friend that told me that she does not like when people summons her. So she will just say, not like, oh, so if somebody says, oh, you're meeting, can you meet me today at 10? No, I can meet you Friday at 12.
Okay.
You don't let people like feel like they have control over you in certain areas. Sometimes yes, but also sometimes absolutely no. Okay, so even if that's your partner, like, hey, I'm going through something today, give me a couple hours and I'll get it done.
Okay.
Unless it's like super urgent. You have to have these things, because then you'll become a yes man or a yes woman. And I also feel like sometimes our parents are to blame, but that's a whole nother topic.
That's yes. Yes, I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. But sometimes our parents are to blame. Like, you could walk into a room full of adults and they'll be like, you have to have respect. You have to tell the people good night. You have to tell you like, no boundaries. Like, as a child, I didn't like people hugging on me for various reasons. So I remember going into my aunt's house and I was just like, good evening, everyone. And everybody. And she went and told my mother I was rude because I didn't say, good evening, uncle.
Oh, no.
Good evening, auntie. And my mother's like, oh, your auntie said you're rude. You need to. I said, at that young age, I said, respectfully, I said good evening.
Yes.
I said good evening. Like, let me have boundaries. I'm not going to be up under your skin.
Yeah.
And it works out to this day. I had discernment as a kid, because where are they now? Do you see them? I don't know them. All right, gone. Because why can't we have our own little bubble as a kid? You have to respect your kids' boundaries. So now we growing up like saying yes to everybody. Yes, I'll do it. But when you really don't want to. So if you're a parent and you're watching this, I got no kids, but evaluate what boundaries are you setting in your kids' life. Like, listen to them.
And there should be room to compromise, because you said good evening, just not name by name, person by person.
Yeah, what are we in the 1950s? Good evening, sir. good evening, madam. Would you want me to fetch you a cup of water? Like, be for real. Yeah, so that's pretty much it on that topic. I feel like we stretched it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My stomach is stretching. What about yours? How's the bloating?
Still bloated.
Okay.
Still bloated.
All right.
But ready to eat.
Ready to eat. Ready to get some grub.
Get some more.
So I have a
Bloat
question.
some more.
You have a question for them? What do you feel like they should take away, or what questions or reflections do you have for the people? So we can wrap.
To wrap this up, I think that everyone should just consider who they call their friends, right? Because, I mean, y'all already know what we think. We don't think that you could be friends with everyone. So just evaluate, like, the level of friendships that you have. And when you really think about it, you might realize this person may not be my friend. Like, this is just my bar friend. Like,
Okay.
so not like your real friend. This is the person I go to the bar with. This is the person.
You can't say bar because you don't go to the bar, friend.
No, not me. For y'all, for them. For them, not me. Or like this person might just be your work friend, not your real friend. And I know
Okay.
we're using the word friend, but sometimes you got to use friend like loosely. Like, this is my work friend.
Work
this
bud.
is my gym friend. But
Gym
like,
bud.
this is my friend. Like, I'm going to call her and tell her my business. My real friends, they know who they are. Like, y'all my real friends. I'm going to call y'all and hang out with y'all. So,
And we gonna cut it up, and we could be in a room and be quiet, and we don't gotta talk the whole time.
yes, we can take a nap.
Okay. Take a nap. That's how it solidifies.
So just evaluate who your friends are. You don't gotta be friends with everyone. And also think about how you are. Like, are you a people pleaser?
Yeah.
Please yourself.
Okay. Period.
Please yourself.
All right. It's all about you in 2023.
Yeah.
Say a little more no's this year, or yes and, or yes but, yes under these stipulations.
I
okay?
like the example that you gave, or
Like-
that your friend said. Like, no, but I can do this
Yeah.
day at this time.
or even next month,
yeah.
if you still want me to.
Or I'm just not available.
I'm not available.
I'm just not
there
available.
there you have it, and that's a wrap. So in surviving your 20s, listen, be mindful of those people that you have around you, whether that be your mother, your father, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, your grandmother. Mother, right? A mother. That's how the Americans be talking. Mother, or mother. All right, whichever one you want to call them. Yeah, just be mindful and make sure you comment below your thoughts on this episode. And I don't think we ever said our names, but it doesn't matter because
our names
they
by
know
now.
us. You guys are family
Yeah.
now. You are our sisters, okay? If we locked in.
And brothers. There might be
And
men
brothers.
watching.
All right, what'd it go? How it go? If we locked in.
I don't know this.
If we locked in.
Oh.
How we go? If we locked in, ain't no switching out.
I don't know this one too well.
Yeah, later. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And follow us on Instagram. Later.
Bye.